Today, we're using it up. We are getting ready to go on summer vacation, so we are going through our pantry and our deep freezers, and we are using everything up. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Ashley, and we're getting ready to go on summer vacation. And the reason why I'm in my car is because it's really loud in my house because all of my kids are home. So you'll probably see me filming a lot in my car over the next couple months because these kids are home all the time and they're so loud. Let's go ahead and get cooking. We're starting with a Mexican casserole, and here I'm just making some rice, but I'm doubling the rice, and I'm also going to be doubling the chicken because it's going to play double duty for me. I'm also going to make a broccoli, chicken, and cheese rice casserole with this, so I might as well go ahead and cook the rice and the chicken while I'm in the mess. After I get the rice going, I'm going to start with the casserole. And I've got some diced tomatoes, some beans. I also had a can of green chilies in my pantry. I always have kitchen staples and pantry staples on hand. I also had a lot of corn in my freezer, so I went ahead and put some corn in there. And I also had a block of cream cheese, so that's what I've got going on in there. And I'm just stirring it up. And I'm going to put this in the oven for probably about 30 minutes at 350 degrees and get that cream cheese nice and soft. And then I'll be able to mix everything and combine it together with the chicken and the rice. Here it is out of the oven, and see how much easier it is to stir that cream cheese. Now we're just going to combine all of this together. And then we're going to add about half of our rice. And then we're also going to add about half of our chicken. The way I prepared the chicken was simple. I just put on some Montreal chicken seasoning. It's pretty simple. It's got garlic, onion, salt, spices. You can really use whatever you want to season it, but I love these Montreal chicken seasonings and the Montreal steak seasonings. I think you can't beat it for an all-in-one seasoning. And then you just season both sides and put them in the oven for about 25 minutes at 350 degrees or until the internal temperature is 165. Once they're done, just cut them up. I wish it was that easy in real life. And now I'm adding about half of my chicken to the casserole. Stir to combine, and then I topped mine with some cheddar cheese because that's what I had to use up in my freezer, but you can use any kind of cheese. You can even leave the cheese off if you want to. I always keep cheese in my freezer as well. I try to get it when it's a good price and put it in the freezer. I do that with most things like meat and dairy and anything that's a little bit more expensive. If I see a good price on it and I can freeze it, you better believe I'm going to buy 3 or 4 of them and throw them in the freezer. Now we're going to bake it at 350 for about 30 minutes until it's nice and bubbly. This was a fan favorite. So good. Very delicious. I highly recommend this, as do all my boys. Next up is spaghetti and meatballs. I had this jar of spaghetti sauce that was almost full in my fridge, and I usually always have meatballs in my freezer as well. Having frozen meatballs in your freezer, it makes dinner so easy. You just throw some sauce in there and boil some noodles, and you've got dinner. As you can see, I didn't defrost the meatballs. I just put everything in the pan, turn it on like a medium low, wait for everything to simmer and for the meatballs to heat through. Simple, simple. While my meatballs are coming up to temp and my noodles are cooking, I'm going to make pesto cheese bread. This stuff is so good. And I had a jar of half-used pesto in my refrigerator that I needed to use up, along with, you guessed it, more cheese. Just going to start by cutting the bread in half, simply down the middle. Then I'm just going to take my jar of pesto and kind of spread it out on the bread. It's not going to spread easy, but you just put it out, put little dots of it all over the bread and spread it out the best you can. Once it looks like this, add some cheese to it, and then we're going to bake it in the oven for about at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes until the cheese is nice and bubbly. While we're doing that, we're going to heat up that jar of Alfredo sauce in the back so we can have a nice dipping sauce for our pesto cheese bread. For a vegetable, I'm just going to do frozen green beans. It's super simple. You can steam them in the bag, put them in the microwave for about 3 minutes, and they steam in the bag. And then while that's going, you can take 2 pats of butter and then add your green beans to it, and the liquid from the green beans and the butter kind of make a sauce. And then you add Montreal steak. I'm telling you, the seasoning is so good, whether it's the Montreal chicken or the Montreal steak. I love it for an all-in-one complete seasoning. And here's what dinner looked like tonight. It was such a simple, easy dinner that used up a lot of things, but it was so good. This is the broccoli and cheese casserole that I made with the leftover chicken and broccoli. It's a family favorite. I'll make sure to put the recipe in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.